use delta y is approximately equal to f prime of x times delta x. Find a decimal approximate of the radical expression. So in order to do this problem, we have to pick our x and pick our delta x. Take a look. This is square root of 29. Think of the closest perfect square to 29. I'm going to pick x to be 25 because 25 is the closest perfect square to 29. That's how you pick your x. Okay, so let me give you another example, not example 3, but what if you have square root of 39? If you have square root of 39, I will pick x to be 36. Okay, if I have square root of 52, you have to think of the closest perfect square to this. I will pick x to be 49. So, first step is to pick the closest perfect square to your radicand. Okay, alrighty. Now let me show you how to tell delta x. Delta x is change in x. So how far away is 29? All right, how far away is 29? Whoopsie, that was a little too big. 29 from 25. So what I need to do is subtract 29 minus 25, and I will get 4. So delta x is change in x. So you simply subtract how far away that x value you pick is away from the original x value that was given to us. Okay, so back to my blue examples. If I pick x to be 36 for square root of 39, the delta x will be equal to 3 because 36 is 3 away from 39. If you know what, I think I should have been a little bit more creative here, but if I picked 49 to be x, you have to think how far away is 49 from 52? Again, 3. All right, I better make up another one. All right, hold on. Let me give you another example. What if you have, can I be creative? 105. If the given number is square root of 105, what would you pick as your x value? We will pick x to be 100 because 100 is the biggest, not the biggest, it's the closest perfect square to 105. And that will make my delta x to be 5 because 100 is 5 away from 105. So that is how you pick your x values and delta x values. After that point on, it's very simple. You just have to use this formula they gave us. So let me box this formula. Well, what else do we need? In this formula, we have delta x, but we need to find f prime of x, right? So, let's go with that. Let's start with that. F of x is square root of a number, right? If you see the big picture, this was square root of 29. So we're going to say that the function is f of x equals square root of a number. All right, let's find the derivative of this. In order to do that, let me rewrite this using an exponent of 1/2. So if I find f prime of x, that is going to be half x raised to the negative 1/2 power. And this is 1 over 2 times square root of x. Okay, so we can go ahead and plug in our x value in here. So you know what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find all these pieces. Like I want to find what f prime of x is, which I'm about to find. And I want to find what is delta x. We already have what delta x is. Delta x is equal to 4. So that's the piece of information that I have. But now you see I'm trying to find that green piece. What is f prime of x when x is equal to 25? So I'm going to go ahead and plug in 25 in here. What is f prime of 25? Because we picked x to be 25, right? We picked x to be 25. You see, I'm trying to use this formula right here. I'm trying to figure out what delta y is, okay? If I plug in 25 into this derivative function, that will be 1 over 2 times square root of 25. Am I recording? Yes. That is 1 over 2 times 5. So we get that f prime of 25 is 1 over 10. Okay. So I'll go ahead and say f prime of 25 equals 1 over 10. And this is that green piece in the formula. Okay. So I can find what delta y is. I can find the change in y. So delta y is approximately the green part, 1 over 10 times 4, the delta x. So I multiply the green by the yellow, the orange. So we get delta y is approximately 4 over 10, which is, 0.4. I'm going to just go ahead and write down the decimal 0.4. Now, we did all this work, but now what? They wanted us to estimate this. Okay, they wanted us to estimate square root of 29. All right, take a look at this for me, okay? I'm going to say that square root of 29 is equal to, well, approximately square root of 25 plus delta y, the change in y. Or, if I'm being a little more careful, delta y. Okay? So we have square root of 29 is 5 plus delta y, which is 0.4. So we'll say square root of 29 is approximately 5.4. So without using a calculator, we can estimate square root of 29. We can check it. How close were we? Oh no, let's take a look. If I get my little calculator and do square root of 29, we get approximately 5.38. And if we round that up, we do get about 5.4. So this is how you can estimate square root of a non-perfect square using differential of y.